Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, it's the home of the Hornets, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Berg, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. Wizards will kick off their road trip right here. This is a game they expect to win. They come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kevin, this team has really honed in on wanting to play its best basketball prior to the All-Star break. They want to have some positive momentum going into the break, and the way they're playing, they're going to have it.
Doris, we're in that kind of in-between area. You know, the luster of the season opener has now worn off. Not yet quite to the All-Star break. Crunch time, of course, is still a ways away. How do players go about maintaining that focus here at the midseason?
You know, I think this is interesting. If you're chasing greatness, we hear that expression a lot from LeBron James, I'm chasing greatness. I don't think focus is ever at issue. If you're the Golden State Warriors in the season, you have an opportunity to win 73 games. Focus is never an issue. What's fascinating to me is, can young players sustain attention for the 82-game grind, particularly those rookies? That is the group of players for whom I think it is most difficult.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards.
Oh, wow. It's crazy.
It's a beautiful jam.
And Howard, one of the most dangerous players in the league when he rolls to the rim.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now, here's Wall. He had 25 points in the win against Milwaukee.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Now, here's Walker, following the miss by John Wall. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Batum with the three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Charlotte on D. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And offensively, that night, it seemed like anytime they took one step forward, they'd end up taking 2 steps back.
It didn't seem, Greg, like they ever got any rhythm on the offensive end. They were in a hurry to get their shots off. Really difficult to win that way.
Now, here's Batum. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
They grabbed their own...
Oh! You got to be kidding.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Scott Brooks did have a few minutes before the game tonight. I asked him about the challenge of playing against a team that's so smart and under control on offense, and he said they really do a terrific job of execution. No miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And since they're down 1-0 in the season series, they'll have to do that really well tonight.
Thanks for the report, David. So it's about one key area, guys, keeping the opposing field goal percentage to a minimum.
And, Kevin, that's not an easy task against an opponent that can shoot the ball as well as this team can.
Well, true, Greg, but they can do it as long as they're quick with their defensive help on the perimeter. And I think a key to that, communication.
And the first one at the line is good.
Guys, there's no doubt last year was a breakout year for Otto Porter. I mean, he set career highs almost across the board. points, rebounds, and so on. This guy went from being a role player to a major part of the offense.
And Porter drops them both. And for Porter and Doris, you've always said that he always had the tools.
No doubt. I mean, with Porter's size and ability to shoot the basketball, I think he's going to be a player who has a long career. Is it a complimentary role? Probably. But because he can catch and shoot, there's always value.
Now, here's Batum. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. They kick out to Walker. Sinks the three-pointer. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Walker against Wall. Scott with a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Here's Porter. And another miss by Washington. Charlotte leading by 5. Left side Walker. And it's Walker again missing.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
And again, Washington no good. For Charlotte, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Kicks to Williams. Walker against Wall. Back to Williams. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Porter dishes the Wall. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, that's a big-time finisher around the rim. Wall makes it look easy.
Charlotte's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Wall against Walker. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Howard. Morris with the block.
Well, the tools, the instincts to do this on a more regular basis are certainly there for Markieff Morris. He gets every bit of that one.
Count it. Wizards trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Wall. He's off on that one. Walker with some nice D. Well, the Hornets shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. And Batum kicks to Walker. Clock at 6. That one goes in.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
One shot.
That's good from Walker.
And looking at this Charlotte roster, really the strength of it is their perimeter play. A good collection of dynamic playmakers and shooters from that point guard to small forward position. They are the bulk of this team's offensive threats.
Now, here is Morris. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Here's Wall. Again, the miss by Wall.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Howard with this screen on Wall. And it's Walker penetrating. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Greg, the Hornets were strong outside, but weak inside. I guess they've addressed that weakness, going for Dwight Howard.
Yeah, they went out and got what they felt could be an anchor on that front line. And listen, he's going to provide that rim presence that they lacked a season ago. The question is, can he also give them some punch offensively?
Buries it from three-point range. Walker's got 9.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last timeout.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task. And last season, I think we saw just what could be a preview of what the Washington Wizards can be moving forward, right? They return to the second round of the playoffs. They have a clear core and strength to build around for the future.
Here's a look at some numbers for Howard. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's averaging 15 points a game, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents.
That athlete.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim, wall finishing with style.
Outside Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they've built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Hornets.
And the three-point shot above the break has become a popular shot in the league, but not for them tonight. They're passing that one up and just trying to get their offense from closer to the hoop.
And it's the Hornets ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Williams sets a screen for Walker. The kick out to Williams. No good with the triple.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Williams. And a switcher also for Washington. Mahimi's checked in. Charlotte leading by 12. To the middle. Howard kicks to Kaminsky. And again, the Hornets missing. Washington's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Fifth on the list, the Hornets.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. O'Brien, he's checked in for Howard. Monk comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Kemba Walker. Morris kicks to Mahimi. Over Kaminsky. Misses off the left iron.
Well, they know not to leave him open from mid-range, and they're all over him on that shot.
Now the dish to Carter-Williams. Here's the screen. Pass to Monk. Here's O'Brien. His three-pointers off the mark. Wizards trail by 12. Frazier outside. The feed to Morris. Back to Frazier. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Carter-Williams. Monk with the ball. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Charlotte moving it around. Passes it to Kaminsky. Now here's Lamb. He's guarded closely. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. Carter-Williams can't get it to go.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Satoransky. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Morris. Makes it off the glass.
just a really good finisher inside. Morris showing aggressiveness at the point of attack.
There's the pick. Pass to Lamb. Here's Kaminsky. Drills the three-pointer. Kaminsky's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Washington calls timeout. Doris, many teams want to push the pace now. I know you like that. Some do it better than others. What's the key, and you've done this in college, to being successful with an up-tempo scheme?
Well, I think obviously, one, you've got to have three-tool players who are unselfish by nature. Three-tool meaning once you catch the basketball, you are a triple threat. You can pass it, you can score it, you can dribble it. You're able to be a playmaker in every instance because once you allow people to spread the floor, and by that I mean the spacing is, there are 5 guys spread out maybe beyond the three-point line, so the defenders are essentially on an island until a screen comes. You've got to be a triple threat on the catch to be successful in those pace and space systems. You got to be able to shoot it too, Kev. That's the key.
For so long, the Hornets have been one of the most disciplined teams, Greg, in the NBA.
Yeah, you look at how this team takes care of the ball, and from the first guy to the last, it says something about how much pride they take in that. Minimizing turnovers goes a long way in terms of winning games. It's been a part of the basketball culture with the Hornets for quite some time.
Chris McCullough, he's checked in for Washington. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Washington. They're 4th in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And, of course, the Hornets, 7 games back.
And when I look at Washington, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
There's the screen. Monk dishes to Kaminsky. Over Mahinmi. And the rejection by Mahinmi.
And this is what you like about Jan Mahinmi defensively. He might not be the highest flyer, but big-time enforcer.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Wizards trail by 14. Frazier kicks to Satoransky. Oubre passes to Mahinmi. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Charlotte shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closely. He dishes it to O'Brien. 8 feet away, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
There's the pass to Oubre. Here's McCullough. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And Mahinmi with the stuff.
That's how it's done, my man. Jan Mahinmi attacks the rim. No one gets in his way.
They set the pick. Now Carter Williams. Here's Lamb. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide-open shots like that.
Pass to Satoransky. He had stolen by Lamb. He kicks to Kaminsky. He feeds it to Lamb. Dishes it to Monk. Passes to O'Brien. And here is Carter Williams. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
The offensive rebound. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And John Wall spoke prior to the game. He talked about the identity of the Wizards team.
Defensively, just being that gritty and grimy team that makes it tough for teams to score in the paint. I think we can be a very great team.
The Wizards not exactly the first team that you think of when it comes to gritty and grimy team defense, but maybe he's really got a point here in how tough the Washington defense can be.
And you don't get there without the defense. I'm especially impressed that Wall has that mindset.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I think they played great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Wizards. Smith is out there with Mahinmi. Then there's Frazier. Then there's Oubre. And it's Satoransky in at the 2. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Charlotte leading by 10. Lamb dishes to Monk. And here is Kaminsky. Charlotte moving the ball around. They set the pick. The shot's good from Monk. Monk's got his second bucket of the night.
It's an encouraging sign to see Monk working off those pin downs. An effective shooter when he gets any sort of daylight.
It's stolen by Monk. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Smith outside, Frazier outside. Oubre kicks to Mahinmi. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Lamb leading the charge. Took him no time at all on that one. And the Hornets lead by 17.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Well, they haven't had to force anything. They're simply moving the ball and working for the best available shot.
Here's Oubre. And another miss by Washington. Hornets leading by 17. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Stone passes to Lamb. In the corner, it's Monk. Here's the floater. Washington with the rebound. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're smart about picking your spots. And let's see if they can be a bit more disciplined this evening.
Lamb dishes to Monk. Down low, Kaminsky, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Of course, you've talked a bit about leadership, both on and off the floor. What are some of the traits, in your opinion, that make someone a person who would want to follow and the characteristics of a leader?
You know, I'd say someone who prioritizes winning, even at the expense of their own success. That would be the first thing. And then someone who's ultra competitive. Somebody who's available on a night-by-night basis. Somebody who doesn't let a little nick or a bruise impact their availability on a particular night. So unselfishness, competitiveness, and availability are 3 attributes that I love.
And leaders can be followers from time to time, too, don't you think?
Oh, there's no question about it. You have to be willing to be a part of a group, and sometimes that means ceding your leadership position.
Well, Greg, for 2 straight seasons before this, the Wizards have had a starting 5 that all average double figures on the year. The engine of this offense I think, is the backcourt. But they can all hurt you, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Having a balanced offense like they do makes it tough for teams to prepare defensively. You can't just double or key in on Wall or Beal because they do a great job of facilitating. I think the bigger question moving forward is just going to be what will the impact of that bench be, and ultimately that's going to determine whether they can contend.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Williams is checked in for the Hornets.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Otto Porter. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
And again, Charlotte running the court in transition. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Wall against Walker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
That free throw, no good.
I think when you watch John Wall with his speed both in the half court and the open floor, he creates so much. This guy's blow-by ability sets up his teammates, and I'll tell you, it's the engine that gets this offense started.
The Wizards making a switch here. Morris is checked in. No luck that time either. And Wall, a fantastic shot creator, both for himself and for others. He's done a better job, Doris, of getting to the free throw line as well.
You know, Kev, it's almost amazing how much of the offense is created through John Wall. There's no doubt he deserved MVP consideration for everything he does for the Wizards. Great season and was the clear leader on one of the best teams in the East.
Morris against Howard. Outside Beal. Outside Porter. They need this. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
You guys look at a guy like Otto Porter, and it seems like he's coming into his own in this league. He scuffled a bit, certainly, in his first season, but a key piece for this group moving forward.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Two shots.
Free throw good. Porter. Doris, back in college, you earned a master's in education. How close were you to pursuing that path versus veering into becoming an analyst for basketball games?
Yeah, you know, it's To be honest with you, I always felt like I would be a high school teacher and a basketball coach, and someday maybe I'll coach a boys high school basketball team. Very close, Kevin. I happened into broadcasting. I left coaching at Providence College. They put their women's basketball games on radio, and that was my entree into the business, and slowly but surely it grew every year.
But still educating still, right? I mean, don't you feel there's a part of education to being an analyst?
Oh, there's no question about it. You are trying to help that viewer to be as close to the action as we are fortunate enough to be, and sure, just describing what's going on. It's a lot of fun.
You are a PhD in broadcasting. Here's Batum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And as great as Nicholas Batum is, the one issue he's dealt with, Greg, his entire career is staying consistent during games.
And with his skill set, it is hard for Batum to be completely absent. He can play, though, too passively at times when you know what he's capable of, and he's at his best when he is active and aggressive.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Morris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Well, you look at Markieff Morris, and you see a player, Greg, who is finally meeting his potential.
And you know what? Give credit to Morris, because he's fallen in line with the team and the staff here. I think he's always had the talent to be an impact player. It just took a structured situation for him to really flourish, and I think he's found a home here in Washington.
Free throw good from Morris.
And steady from the free throw line. Morris has gotten there less since he's been shooting more threes.
He's off on the second. And Markieff Morris, a power forward who gives you a different look and a little bit of everything, Doris.
Well, what I love about Keith, he isn't going to back down on the block, and he's able to score in a number of different ways. Got a great nose for the basket, collected when finishing at the rim. This guy adds so much value.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. Outside, Walker. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Morris. Feeds it to Wall. Leaps for it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. Third, John Wall.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
There's the pick. Kicks to Porter. Morris a screen. 5 on the clock. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 6 points in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Howard with a screen on Wall. And Walker kicks to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And it only takes a little effort on behalf of Howard to rise up for the flush, using that size and strength to jam it down.
Wizards trail by 17. Wall passes to Porter. Now here's Wall. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Yeah, I thought he was rushing his shot early on, but not here in the second quarter.
Charlotte has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. On the wing, Batum. He's covered by Beal. Howard. Washington with the rebound. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Hornets leading by 12. To the paint. And Howard with the stuff.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Batum against Beal. Scott with a screen on Kid Gilchrist. From 12 feet out, fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
And last season, Greg, you heard a lot of names brought up for most improved player in the league, and Otto Porter was one of them.
I mean, and I think for Porter, the change came when he just felt more comfortable from deep in terms of shooting. He always had a solid mid-range game, but now he looks comfortable from deep and has become one of the bigger threats we have in the league.
Shooting one.
Free throw good, Porter. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And stolen by Scott. There's Beal with the 3. Hornets with the rebound. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Walker against Wall. There's a good screen. Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Williams a screen on Porter. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And the lead is down inside single digits. Porter's got 15.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been hitting all these shots, they're still behind.
And Batum kicks to Walker. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Wizards trail by 11. All with it. 7 points in the game. Outside Porter. Three-pointer. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 18 points for him.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Wall against Walker. The dish to Howard. Back to Walker. They set the pick. Here is Howard. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game. No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Beal can't get it to go. Charlotte leading by 8. On the wing, Williams. Now Walker, 23 points for him in the last game against Detroit. Howard kicks to Walker. Back to Howard. 5 to shoot. Screen by Howard. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Misses off the right iron. Wizards trail by 8. Outside Wall. And finished off by Scott.
Now we come to expect John Wall will make the right play, creates yet another open look.
Charlotte has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Walker with it. He's picked up by Wall. Down low, Williams kicks to Howard. Charlotte moving it around. Batum passes to Walker. Beal on the double team. Walker dishes to Howard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a moment to see numbers for Nicholas Batum. How last month turned out for him, putting up about 10 points a night, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Washington. Misses from short range.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And Walker kicks to Green. Screen by Howard. Back to Walker. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
We've got 1:23 left in the first half of basketball. And that one's good by Porter.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Walker the pass to Howard. Back to Walker. Now the feed to Howard. Pass to Graham. Back to Howard. And the pass to Williams. Over Porter. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 5. 50 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Wall. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
Now, this guy lives at the free throw line. John Wall averages about 5 free throws a game over his entire career.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Wall.
Yeah, John Wall has specialized in getting to the free throw line. He plays the game with breakneck pace.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Howard. Johnny O'Brien comes in for Marvin Williams. And Julian Stone subbed in for Walker. Mahimi's checked in for Washington. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bradley Beal. And so Wall nails both of them.
Well, listen, we know the heart of this Wizards team is the backcourt of John Wall and Bradley Beal. They are the engine that gets this team going, and both serve as great leaders as well.
He used that pick to perfection. 7 points for Frank Kaminsky.
Boy, maybe a little bit selfish to take such a tough shot instead of passing it off, but boy, as long as it's good, he won't hear about it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And this is where John Wall sets himself apart. The ability to get in the lane and finish with the best of them.
Charlotte leading by 5. Here's Stone. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. They set the pick. Here's Kaminsky. From outside, off the mark. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. It's Charlotte. They lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Mike, nice showing offensively in the first half. How do you keep that going?
We just got to keep sharing the ball. And, if you're open, knock it down, stay confident. But the most important thing is us keep sharing the ball, making the extra pass.
Michael, you did a great job in the first half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. We saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He had 16 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Kemba Walker, short, thin, but playing with the heart of a lion. He's been in attack mode all night.
but you can see he's also added more efficiency to his game. Better shot selection and the range. It's definitely increased.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
The scene at night here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Otto Porter really making a difference here.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
I think, Greg, we're seeing a couple things. Terrific play calling, unselfish nature, and quality shooting. That makes for good offense.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Hornets leading by 5. MKG and Williams are the forwards. Walker and Batum teaming up in the backcourt, and it's Kaminsky in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Offensive rebound, the kick out to Williams. Bank shot, no good. Wizards trail by 5. And here's Porter. He dishes it to Beal. Outside, Wall. Clock at 6. Scott with a screen on Batum. Here's Porter. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Porter's got the first points of the second half here for the Wizards. Now, here's Batum. They set the pick to the inside. Kaminsky dishes to Batum. Shoots over Beal. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Here's Porter. No good. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte leading by 3. Walker with it. 16 points for him. Good on the triple. 8 points for Williams.
Well, after missing their first 3 shots, they finally get one to go in this half.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on John Wall. For Charlotte, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Now Beal. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Morris a screen. Wall kicks to Scott. Williams with the steal. Walker against Wall. Kaminsky the pass to Batum. Pass to Kaminsky. Outside, Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
For Charlotte, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. That's good from Kemba Walker. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Wall. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Slashing into the lane, the speed and the grace of John Wall.
Here's Batum. He kicks it to Kaminsky. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 6. Kaminsky sets the pick for Walker. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Walker's got 21.
Shakes his man by using exceptional use of the screen. I mean, from there, it's smooth sailing.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Well, you wonder if with this timeout they're going to shake things up defensively, because everything they've thrown at him to this point has not worked. He's on a roll.
Washington making a change here. Satoransky's checked in. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for Charlotte.
You know, I doubt they came into this game thinking they would be doing this much damage from mid-range, but you have to give them credit for being able to see what is available in their offense and then exploit the weakness of the D. To be successful in this league, you have to be flexible, and they've done a great job of that so far. Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Batum sets a screen for Kaminsky to the left wing. Here's Walker, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Two shots.
And the first one drops.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And the Hornets making a change here. Lamb's checked in. Kemba Walker hits them both. So there's a new procedure for choosing starters in the All-Star game, Doris. Fans account for 50% of the vote, as you know. Players, 25%. Media, 25%. What do you think of that?
I love that the fans have a vote. I would like to see the percentages changed in this way. I would like players, the peers, to have 50% weight. Give the media and fans 25% each. So just swap it so that the peers are dictating the outcome of the All-Star.
Or even if you just had maybe 2 players from each team, guys with some respect and some nice perspective to fill that role you're talking about.
That's a great point. You pick your leaders from your group, and they cast the vote. Perfect.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Well, Doris, one thing is certain for Bradley Beal. He's a lights-out shooter if you give him some space.
Oh, no doubt, Kev. Beal does such a great job, always squaring his shoulders, even when he's coming off a screen. And that quick setup and release, really hard to defend.
Walker laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got 25 points.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Washington, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
One shot.
Monk's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Tim Frazier's checked in for Washington. He feeds it to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Frazier. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The shot by Monk is no good. Wizards trail by 12. Here's Satoransky. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Morris outside. Porter kicks to Beal. There's a good screen. Passes it to Morris. Over Williams. And another miss by Washington. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 14-5 run. Walker dishes to Kaminsky. Outside, Walker. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut back down to 12 with the bucket from Morris.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And here's Walker. He's got 27. On the wing, Lamb. A three-pointer off the mark. Wizards trail by 12. Porter with it. Now guarded by Monk. Outside, Beal dishes it to Porter. He can't get that one to fall. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. 22 is their biggest lead. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Pass to Satoransky. Feeds it to Frazier. Morris a screen. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Washington shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. The Wizards with another miss.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Monk. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Monk's got 10.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Frazier the pass to Beal. Over Monk. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Tremendous defense. Boy, they're putting an emphasis on not giving him a clean look inside.
There's a screen by Williams. Now here's Lamb, guarded by Porter. Charlotte moving it around. Monk kicks to Lamb. The shot off that time. Nice D from Porter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Walker. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists in the game. Wizards trail by 16. Frazier with it. To the left side wing. Morris a screen. There's Beal with the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Timeout.
Beal's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, a dead eye like Beal, you better close out and force him to put it on the deck.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
And you could argue Bradley Beal was one of the bigger all-star snubs from last season. It's great to see what he can do when finally healthy, and has always been a dangerous scorer when he's at 100%.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Howard's checked in for Kaminsky. Johnny O'Brien comes in for Williams. Bacon, he's checked in for Monk. And Julian Stone subbed in for Kemba Walker. And then for Washington, Mahinmi's checked in for Markieff Morris. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Jody Meeks in for Frazier. Screen by Howard. Kicks it to O'Brien. Oubre with the steal. And there's the pass to Satoransky. Over to the left wing. The dish to Meeks. There's the feed to Mahinmi. 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Mahinmi's got his second basket of the game. And with Beal, and Greg, you brought this up with his health because he hadn't been able really to play a full slate of games in his first 4 years in the NBA.
Yeah, and credit him for dedicating his efforts to improve his health. I mean, was a time when you thought injuries would maybe limit his career, but when he's on the court, he is one of the best we have at that off-guard position, and he's only going to get better.
Wizards trail by 11. To the paint, it's deflected. Meeks, and the lead is down inside single digits. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Stone kicks to Howard. He dishes it to Stone. Bobbed up there for Howard. On the wing, Lamb. Three-pointer. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. Fifth is Dwight Howard.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
John Wall's checked in for Satoransky. And Wall kicks to Meeks. Outside, Wall. Fires from the line. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Howard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Lamb dishes to Stone. Here's Bacon. He's covered by Beal. Bacon's shot is off.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
Pass to Wall. Meeks on the wing. Outside, Beal.
I really believe this is one of the top up-and-coming two guards in the NBA, Bradley Beal.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Charlotte leading by 8. Passes to Stone. There's a screen. Pass to Bacon. Screen by Howard. Bacon the pass to Stone. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Stone's got his first 2 points of the night.
Physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
Dishes to Meeks. He kicks it to Wall. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
Screen by Howard. Stone kicks to Lamb. There's the triple. Off target with that shot. And so it's Charlotte holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this.
Voila. 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 Yeah. Voila.
And now let's take a listen on head coach Steve Clifford.
That was all decision making. Great job with the personnel. We didn't get spread out, and we ran down the rebounds. Those are ones we're going to get. We got to get those long rebounds.
And Steve Clifford emphasizing hustle, especially with respect to rebounding.
And you know, teams are addicted to long-range shooting nowadays. That leads to a ton of long rebounds, and if you don't pick those up, it puts you at a disadvantage.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. So on the floor for Washington. All out there with Jody Meeks. Then there's Oubre. Then there's Ian Mahimi. And it's Scott in at the 4 spot. Screen by Howard. Batum for 3. But they recover it. Howard kicks to Green. He feeds it to O'Brien. There's the triple. Rebound by Mahimi. Mahimi's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Graham kicks to O'Brien. Outside, Batum. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And just a year ago, it seemed that things were set in place for Howard, playing for his hometown team. But in a surprise trade, he was moved out to Charlotte.
And there seems to be a lot of reasons for the trade. I mean, Howard wasn't the right fit in Atlanta. A team trying to get smaller and younger. Never easy to get traded from your hometown team.
The first one falls.
And Howard may be the most physically imposing player in the game today. His strength still sets him apart.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Well, the critical free throw was the one to make it a 2-possession game, and he got it.
Hornets leading by 4. O'Brien kicks to Graham. Feeds to Howard. Outside, Batum. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you've simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
That one misses for Batum.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Meeks on the wing, defended by Batum. Back to Scott. Outside, Wall. 4 on the clock. Scott dishes to Mahimi. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Satoransky's checked in for Jody Meeks. Charlotte leading by 6. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to O'Brien. Back to Kid Gilchrist. And a missed layup. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Wall kicks to Satoransky. Mahimi dishes the Wall. Mahimi with the screen for Wall. Goes up at the stripe. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Charlotte's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Graham kicks to Howard. The pass to Batum. And there's the feed to O'Brien. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Washington making some changes. Morris comes in for Mahimi. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Oubre. Wizards trail by 6. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Wall against Walker. It's Wall with the drive. And Wall with the slam.
Yeah, I like him forcing the issue inside. Wall playing with purpose right now.
Wall against Walker. Williams kicks to Kid Gilchrist. The kick out to Walker. Nobody near Williams. They get it back. Batum. Good work defensively by Morris.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Satoransky. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Wall against Walker. Williams has a screen for Walker. Williams gets the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 4.
Boy, in the second half, just hitting a much higher percentage of his shots. Really looks composed now.
Wall passes to Satoransky. Kicks it to Porter. Morris a screen. Porter against Kid Gilchrist. Count that one.
No, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Hornets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Screen by Howard. Outside, Walker. The dish to Howard. And it's sent back by Morris. Here's Satoransky, defended by Batum. And Satoransky kicks to Wall. Porter outside. And again, Washington with the triple.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Now Batum, screen by Howard. They set the screen. Batum dishes to Howard. And stolen by Scott. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte trailing. Left side, Walker. Charlotte moving the ball around. Howard, the pass to Williams. Charlotte no good that time either. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Satoransky, defended by Batum. And that one's good by Porter. And now it's a 3-point Wizards lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Porter with the steal. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Outside, Walker. Howard with a screen on Wall. And Walker kicks to Howard. It's tipped. Here is Porter. Inside. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Walker with the three. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Ball against Walker. They set the screen. Here's Satoransky. Shot clock at 5. Off the screen. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Wizards lead by 5.
Boy, excellent team basketball. Used the screen to free himself up and drilled the jump shot.
Williams a screen. Ball against Walker. Howard setting the pick for Walker. Shot to stop the drought.
Yeah, and those broad shoulders of Howard, tough to navigate when he's setting the screen.
Wizards leading by 3. And Satoransky kicks to Wall. He dishes it to Porter. There's the pick. To the paint. Here's Morris. The shot, no good. Good D by Howard. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ball against Walker. Outside Williams. To the inside. Howard can't hit. Wizards have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Walker dishes to Howard. To the inside. Here's Scott. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Marvin Williams.
Two shots.
That's good from Scott. Lamb is checked in for Charlotte. And a switcher also for Washington. Beal's checked in for John Wall. Scott hits them both. And here's Walker. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. He kicks to Williams. Good work defensively by Morris.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Beal gets a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Wizards lead by 8.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Screen by Howard. Another steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Beal's running. He gives them a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Wizards lead.
Yeah, it matters not. Half court or in transition, Bradley Beal always a threat.
And the Hornets call time here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Dan Lamb kicks to Walker. 5 on the clock. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, your Hornets shooting 2, Kemba Walker.
Two shots.
That's good from Walker. John Walls checked in for Washington. And so Walker nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now here's Wall. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Morris, no good. Hornets trail by 8. It's stolen by Wall. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, when you combine good anticipation skills with real length, it is what makes Porter so dangerous picking up steals.
There's a screen. Lamb with the ball. Now Beal defending. Williams a screen. There's Walker with the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Wizards leading by 10. Scott with a screen on Walker. And Wall kicks to Scott. The kick out to Porter. Nice ball movement by Washington. Shot clock at 6. To the right side. Here's Wall. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Passes to Williams. Puts up a 3. Right side to Walker. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Walker's got 31 points.
Boy, he's carried his share of the load tonight, Kev. But he might need to carry even more if they're going to turn this thing around.
Morris with the screen for Wall. To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Scott's got the lead up to 10 now for Washington. And Lamb kicks to Walker. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. Walker against Porter. Pass to Wall. Wall draws the double. Right wing. Outside Porter. 3-pointer. Kemba Walker with the rebound. To the paint, here's Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
And so it's the Wizards with the W. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks. With John Wall. John, it sure looks like the chemistry is coming together. What is the bond like with your teammates?
We enjoy playing with each other. We have great chemistry. We all work hard, and we know how much we mean to each other, how much we work every day, and we just try to keep getting better each game.
Well, the work is paying off, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.